Hi guys, in this lecture I'm going to explain the concept of file handling in Python programming language. But first I would request you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and most importantly please press the bell icon so that you get to know my latest videos and updates. So what is file handling? So in Python, file handling allows you to perform wide range of operations such as creating, reading, writing, appending, renaming and deleting files. So when you are performing these operations, the first step is to open a file. Okay, this is how you're going to open a file with this syntax. So these are the popular modes that you can use with file handling. Like for instance, R stands for read mode. This is used to open the file for reading. W is for write mode, opens the file for writing. A for append, B for binary mode. Okay, now let me just explain the concept. Now first of all, so what I will do, this is the product.csv file which I'm going to read. So to read this file I will first open this file. Okay, so I will define a pointer file equals to open, and then inside this open method I'm going to provide the file name. My file name is product.csv. okay, is the name of file, and then mode I'm going to set is read mode. Okay, now after that I want to read the content, so I'm going to use the variable content equals to file.read method I'm going to use. Okay, and then I'm going to print the content which is in the product.csv file. So print content. Now let me just save the program and let me just execute the program. This is going to print the data which is inside the product.csv file. So this is one method. So whenever you're going to use this method, okay, to open a file you have to close a file as well. So in order to close a file you will use file.close. okay, now execute. Okay, now the file is closed. Now I'm going to use the second method to open a file. So I'm going to use with keyword and then open, and then I'm going to provide the name of file which I'm reading. So I'm reading the product.csv file. Mode is read. Let me just copy and paste. So whenever you are using this method, with method, you don't need to use this file.close. You don't need to close the file. With method, the program automatically closes the file. Okay, now no need to provide the file.close. Now just remove this part. Now content equals to, okay, I have to as file, I have to mention the pointer as well. So this is the pointer to this file product.csv. So I'm using file.read method to read the content. Now content equals to okay, fine. Now execute. Okay, this is how you're going to read the content of product.csv. okay, so the next I can do, I can read the content from product.csv and then I can write it in another file. Okay, for that I need to create a new file. So now what I will do, let me just remove this part from my code and let me just make it as a file A. So I'm treating this product.csv as my file A. Okay, so for line in file A, so I'm reading line by line from this product.csv. okay, and I'm going to use this open method product.detail, and this is going to be file B, and the mode is going to be W mode. So W mode is used for writing, and this product.detail.csv file does not exist, so it is going to create it first. Okay, and file B is the pointer. So now file B, I'm using file B dot write. So what data it will write? It will write the content of this product.csv. So look, line.file A. So line.file A is reading the product.csv. okay, so I'm going to use the line variable here. Okay, So now file b.write. This method is going to write the content of product.csv in product_detail.csv. Okay, but this is going to do line by line. First it will read this line and it will write it in product.detail.csv, and then it will read this line, then it will read this line, and then and it will write it in this file. Okay, now let me just execute, and you will see this product_detail.csv file has been created, and you will see the content. So what is happening here is that since we are using the W mode, so W mode is going to override the content. Okay, first time when this data will be read, and it will write the data in the product.csv file, then this data will be read and it will write the data in the product.csv. So the old data is going to be overwritten. Okay, now at the end I'm going to get the latest data, the latest one. This one is the latest one. Okay, now instead of using the W mode, if I use the A mode, it will solve the problem. Now let me just remove the product_detail.csv. Okay, now execute the code and you will see it will solve the problem. Now what I want to remove this file as well. Okay, so for that, in order to remove a file, you will first import the OS module, and then you will use the os.remove method. So let me just copy paste the code here. Okay, look, os.path.exist. If this file exists, it will remove it. Okay, file has been removed. Otherwise it will print a message, file does not exist. Okay, but first you have to include this OS module. Okay, let me put this if statement on top of this code. Okay, now let me just put it over here. Now let me just execute. File has been removed. Okay, first the file has been removed, and then this statement, this code is going to be executed. Now you're going to see the content here. Now next time I'm going to execute, let me just see, file has been removed, and then this code will be executed, and then the new file is going to be created. Okay, this is how it works. So what if while running the code I get an error, file does not exist? For instance, product1.csv does not exist. Okay, if I run the code, I will get an error, file not found error. So I have to capture this error, so so that the code doesn't fail. So for that I can add a try and except block here. Okay, try and except just put the error message and print file name is incorrect. Okay, now execute. Look, file name is incorrect. Now this part of code is going to be executed, a new file is going to be generated, and look. So that's it from my side. I hope you are having a good understanding of file handling. At the end, I would request you to please subscribe my YouTube channel, hit the like button, and most importantly press the bell icon so that you get to know my latest videos and updates. Thank you so much and have a great learning.